Couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. Here's a letter to free, my friend, the one for you and me. Let's go.
I'm Debbie and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch, and I'd like to welcome everybody here. So, how is everybody doing?
Great.
Good. Well, TJ's gonna
Great.
TJ's gonna come through the screen and hit me because I haven't got his card in the mail, but I'm working on it.
We love you, TJ.
We do love you, TJ.
And,
We do love you. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody in, and man, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
Again, we're
right
probably
now.
going to miss.
Yeah, we will
20
miss
things.
20 things today.
But we'll try to
Yeah.
fill you in on all the madness going out
Right.
there. And,
hmm
just remember, God is good, right?
Yeah, God is good.
God's watching over us.
Yeah.
It might get crazy out there, but we will make it through it as best as we can. That's how it goes out there. But, yeah, I thought we already did the Super Bowl,
Right,
but we
but it
did
was
the
only-
Grammys.
right. And it was only last Sunday that the Super Bowl. So since we go from Sunday to
Yeah.
Saturday to Sunday, then it's like a long week. A lot
Just
happens
a lot
in the week.
of...
A lot happens in the week.
There's a lot of demonic
Yeah.
shows going on here lately. It's hard to keep up with all
It
your
is.
demonic,
Uh-huh.
rituals that are
Right.
going on TV. But that being said, I said, I bet you it's going to be like wholesome girls dressed with, pretty dresses,
Yes.
singing the gospel. Right?
That was
Yeah.
the Grammys, you said that.
Oh, both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
And that did not happen.
That did
again.
not
No.
happen at all.
It
No.
wasn't really,
It wasn't blatantly like in your face,
But we know.
although there were some.
It was super bad, but you just have to know. Again, I'll tell you, we'll go over some of it.
Yeah, fast.
But
fast.
Jacob
And then we
is,
got some other news.
if you want to see what the symbolism really is,
Uh-huh.
go to Jacob Israel and Donut Factory.
Right.
Those
They
two
break
channels,
it down way more than we break it down.
they've got time.
They do. They don't work as janitors.
and what's funny is they make fun of it because
Right.
that's all you can
It
do.
is.
It's so terrible
It is.
that us good people have
Right,
to just
right,
break
right.
it down and let people that haven't woke up yet know what those are. They're rituals. But,
Right. And then we're going to get into what Russia's going to do, or are they?
yeah. Can I just speak about that right off the top of the show,
Sure.
like I like to do? Is like
Mhm. Mess up my whole layout.
God has given me common sense. Like I can see a fraud pretty good. I can see anything that's just stupid in advance. God has given me that capability. Now, that story was just ridiculous because they said, "Oh my gosh, there's something scary that Russia." First they make it sound like they have it already.
Right.
Oh, we have to release the
classified
information to let the people know how bad it is out there for reals.
Right.
I hate that.
Right.
I don't know why I
Mhm.
said for reals because I hate people that say that, but for real, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And everybody's all like, "Oh gosh, tell us. Oh, should we know? Should we not know?" And then they said it could deal with nukes and space. And I'm like, okay, listen, people. Then they said, but don't worry about it.
It's not imminent.
It's not imminent. After
Mhm.
scaring the crap out of the people,
Everybody. Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry
They
about
don't
it.
have it yet.
They don't have it yet.
Okay, well then, just like they do with Iran, they gonna have it soon, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
All this stuff is to work into your, like I like to tell my third graders,
Mhm.
your job is to get your pea-sized brain to the size of walnuts this year, okay?
Mhm.
Well, there's a lot of adults running around still with pea-sized brains.
Right.
And I said to myself, I'm trying to make this short, is they already have enough nukes.
I was wondering if you're going to get to this point.
Yeah, I'm
You're
telling
at
a
this
short,
point. All right,
a
let's
short
go.
story.
Let's go.
I was like, they've got enough nukes to wipe us out 10 times over, right?
Mhm.
And they have it now. And
Right.
we have
On
enough
Earth. On
on
Earth.
Earth.
We don't need to go to space.
Then they said, well, it's maybe to take out satellites, or
We can do that now.
They just got to launch one from the
Mhm.
ground. They
Right.
don't have to put it up in space,
Right.
and then it happens.
Right.
They just take one of their nukes and launch it up there. And
Mhm. Right.
so I was like, if all the people that are getting panicked out there
Mhm.
and saying we need to give hundreds of billions of dollars to
To
Ukraine, right?
to stop Russia from putting nukes in space.
They already got it. They're trying to get that bill passed.
Right. I
They
think they
want
did. Did they get the bill passed? I think they did.
Then there's other stories about Russia that we'll be getting into
Yeah,
where they're trying to make them out to be the boogeyman. They have for the last 8 years or so
Mhm.
made them out to be the boogeyman.
Right.
They have to have something you're scared of.
Right.
Either the C, throw in a couple more words, V,
Right.
thing that was going around.
Yeah.
They want to scare you. And they were saying, well, it's like, what, the third worst virus or something like that we've had over the years.
Mhm.
And like 2 million people passed away from it, right?
Right.
Well, there's 7 billion people on the planet now, right? There's a lot more people. So the average of people that died from it,
Mhm.
it's just all too scary. Okay, let's move on.
Aw, I'm so sorry, TJ. He had a good long life, though. Prayers
Aw.
for you and
Aw.
for. I mean, he's good. He's good.
Yeah,
he's in heaven.
Listen, he's going to miss out on this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this year is going to be
A doozy. I'm
a
so
doozy.
sorry, TJ.
I'm glad my dad passed away. And, he had a good living. He had cars
Mhm.
with gas.
Right.
He had it all.
He was
He
free.
didn't go through the CV crap.
No.
So I'm kind of glad he
Right.
left this planet. He
What
was
he
a
did.
good man.
He was a good man. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I might be off my game a little bit because Debbie a while back bought T-shirts without pockets.
No, that's
So
not why
underneath
you're off
there,
your game.
I don't have a pocket T-shirt on,
I'm sorry, Lou.
so
Mhm.
I'm a little bit under the weather. Okay,
I'm
All right.
sorry, Lou. He doesn't have a pocket T-shirt.
Do we want to get out to the
Mhm.
news after
Yeah.
my long?
Yeah, let's get out. We're
Drawn
gonna
out
go fast
stories.
through the Super Bowl
All I gotta
stuff.
say, people, use your brain, man. They're just scaring the crap out of us to take our money.
Right.
All right.
All right. So again, last Sunday was the Super Bowl,
Mhm.
and the Chiefs did win over the San
Mhm.
Francisco, and it was 22-25 in overtime.
Yep.
In overtime.
Yep, overtime.
In overtime.
Lots of extra
Barely. Mhm.
commercial time.
Yeah.
You Jibby Jab Man won. The double Jibby Jab Man won. They can use this Taylor Swift thing to boost their sales for the
Right.
next
Umpteen
year at
year.
least.
Yeah, year. Okay,
You
so
know,
I
to-
want to pause here and I want to talk just briefly about the commercials, which I wasn't impressed with the commercials this year
Yeah.
at all. But man, did you guys see all the aliens?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was so many of them that had aliens in them, so they were
Listen.
pushing the alien aspect hard.
We have got to give our government tons of money
Hmm.
to
Yes.
protect us
From the
from
aliens,
the aliens
right?
also,
And send it to Ukraine
and
for some
Ukraine,
reason.
and to
Right.
Israel.
Mhm.
And for some reason, the countries that are fighting Israel, we have to
Mhm.
give them money too.
Right.
We give it to Iran, we give it to Egypt, and we give it to Israel. Is that a good plan? Whose side are we on? Or are we wanting
Conflict. We do want conflict.
conflict?
But anyway, that being said, that was my big takeaway from the commercial. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
understand the
Yeah,
church.
I didn't get a good feeling of it.
Yeah.
I thought, since it was the
Yeah.
Super Bowl and stuff, this has a nefarious, backing to it or something.
Yeah.
It was creepy. The paintings were creepy. Nobody was moving. If I was going to put on a Christian commercial, it would be a little bit more,
Genuine.
alive
Right.
too.
Well,
like
here's
just somebody
my-
going up to you going, "Hope you have a good day, Debbie." Right?
yes.
And just loving one another, not washing the feet. I get it. Jesus washed the feet.
My takeaway from it was that it was a good concept
Yeah.
with a woke agenda, like Lou said.
Yeah,
like
right.
you could see the agenda that they were
Yeah,
pushing.
because they were putting this person washing this.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And yes, again, if we
Yes.
just
So all those were bad, and then the aliens, and that's my two takeaways from the commercials.
God wash people's feet to just show them that, hey, I'm, I'm, just a regular
Hmm.
son of God. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To put them down to our level, to say, hey, I love you. Even though, you're not perfect. I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. But you could do it in different ways. Like somebody needs to, remember the ones where the person
Yeah.
needs to walk the road? The
Right.
old lady
Mhm.
needs to cross the road, and this young gentleman hooks her and helps her across the road and stuff like that. That's what
Yeah.
I would have done.
Right.
And my halftime show would not be
Yeah.
like these half.
I know they wouldn't.
Okay, let's go.
So that's where Taylor Swift went. I knew that she went somewhere. She did not sing at the Super Bowl. She just attended the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but that's a different story.
In black.
In black. That's
with
a different
her
story.
friends that were in
black. Yeah, everybody was in black at the Super Bowl.
giving the old devil signs and
Yeah, she was just
upside
there
down
for her
cross.
boyfriend and to party. So, but I did see where she had her biggest audience after that. I didn't know where it was, so
Yeah,
it was in
yeah.
Australia apparently. So,
yeah.
if you go to Yahoo News, every other thing is about her.
Yeah.
Every other thing is still about her.
And
Still about her. Still about her.
Travis Kelce's been hitting the
she
bottle.
got.
He's been hitting the bottle for the parade. I mean, I get it. You want to celebrate, but you're like, how old now? And you know that kids are
Yeah.
respecting you and stuff.
Mhm.
Come on, dude.
Well,
Give a good, wholesome speech. Say, kids, practice hard.
yeah.
Stay good. Stay
Right.
out of trouble.
Right.
Go on to do,
Yes.
greatness.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then you can go drink.
And,
After you're done.
in private.
In private.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Like, I'm so glad we didn't have cameras back whenever I was in college, because
Mm-hmm.
that's
you were.
immortalized forever,
Mhm.
and
Right.
man, I don't want nothing of my past immortalized forever, because I was a doofus. I believed in God, but I wasn't following God, and I'm telling you, things didn't go too good back then. That's what I tell these young kids right now. I was like, you'll have a little fun, but in the long run, it ain't gonna be good. Okay.
So it started out with the halftime show, and it said it had a U rating. So
Because singing, dancing, sweating, gyrating, possible relationship issues. Oh
all right,
my
well that's
goodness.
good. So go on to the next slide.
That's wholesome.
Yeah,
it's a
that's-
good,
that's-
wholesome start to the
Yes,
show, right?
to the show. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the first thing is Usher gets up off of his throne. So
Yeah.
it has a big
Yeah,
like he's
like
sitting there
people
and he gets up off of his throne. So go to the next
reference
one.
it to Game of Thrones, like he is a king. or
Okay.
whatever. Yeah, whatever.
So keep going. And then it's too far away for me to see, but he's got two gloves on. That's what I was
two
trying to
gloves
show.
at first, then one like Michael
then
Jackson,
one glove, and then keep going.
and they were white gloves,
And then
Yeah,
what was
the
her name?
Lady in red, blah blah blah.
Rana- What was her name? Somebody tell me in the chat what this lady's name was. I can't
And
think
it
of
wasn't
it.
Ariana Grande, was it?
No, it wasn't in
That's-
a Grande.
That's
But
a
she
state-
had this big
that's what you-
red
right,
cape. It kind of looked like something coming off of her back that flew away. All right, so keep going.
Listen, Ariana Grande is something that you order at a steakhouse.
Oh, go.
I'll take the Ariana Grande, please.
That's not true.
It sounds like it.
No,
doesn't it?
it's a singer.
All right.
All right, so then she's a lady in red. She's got
Yeah.
this red
Yeah,
piano.
blood's
this-
pouring out
yeah.
on the ground. It's
Yeah,
all
uh-huh,
wholesome.
yeah,
It's good for kids.
It's good for kids.
Yeah.
Good for kids. All right, and then
Yeah, he's,
they like get tangled up
Like,
together, and
one of the two are
Right,
married,
and
or they're both married.
I think they're both in committed
they're just-
relationships, and they're just like, yeah, this
Yeah.
was very intimate. So keep going.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Oh,
we
yeah,
come to the
yeah.
clock. He goes in the center of the stage, and there's a clock.
Yeah.
But his song was referencing a clock at 7 o'clock.
There's
he
meaning
gets
behind.
to his girl,
There's
but
always
there's
meaning behind.
yeah,
it.
but there was probably meaning behind it. And at 7 o'clock, he goes to his woman,
Bing
and blah
bong,
blah blah
boom,
blah
boom,
blah.
Bing bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
Who knows?
No, it wasn't Beyonce, Lou. It was somebody
Uh,
else. I knew who it was. It just flew out of my brain.
Shakira or something? Was it Shakira?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, there
That's
you
who it was. Alicia Keys was who it was.
All right.
And then it turned red, and then it
Red,
turned
oh,
fiery.
Oh yeah.
You had to get the fire
Gotta get
in
the
there.
fire.
hmm
You gotta have a portal, and you gotta have fire.
Yeah, you got to have fire. And then if you zoom out, it has the two little stages in the middle stage, and to me, it kind
Yeah.
of references something,
I'm sure the
a
two
female part.
well, that too, and I think seen that in Egyptian.
Oh,
stuff
yes,
too.
hieroglyphs.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's
Yes.
not good. I guarantee it. There's symbolism
and
to it,
you can see the fire there.
and I guarantee it's
Really
not
good.
good.
You can see the fire there. So,
But,
and
yeah,
then
I think I like your idea of their ovaries, and they move into the
to the
pit
uterus.
of fire or
Yes,
something. Who
uh-huh.
knows?
Yeah, who knows? And then this was the strangest thing to me. And can you zoom in?
I'm trying. Yeah.
Let me zoom in. This was he took off his shirt, and then they made sure that you saw this. Now maybe that's tape. I don't know what that is.
It's like a tail down near the bottom.
Maybe
and-
it's a back thing for maybe he has back pain, and it's
no, listen, that's
to me it almost looks like a
it
snake
could be like
or a hook.
let's not get so carried away. It could be like
His
a
mic.
microphone, but
Yeah,
not the way they decorated it up to be like going in and out of his body. And yeah, it's not good. You know.
Yeah. it just looked creepy to me.
Yeah.
That part was just real. That was the creepiest thing I thought, for sure.
Well, hold on, let me shrink this back up so we can get it back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep going.
Stand by.
So anyway,
everybody.
that was the creepiest thing.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the creepiest thing to
It's
me.
symbolism. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else will figure it out. But a
Yeah.
snake is always
Yeah.
supposed to be not good, and it kind of
Right.
looks like a snake. So there you go.
All right, and then he roller skated.
You know, in the blue and the purple, which is symbolism and all that good stuff. And something about like rollerblade. Somebody said it's kind of like rollerblade, where all the countries, will be entertained by like this Super Bowl and stuff like that, and our minds aren't caring, and you'll get like a little snippet of pay,
Right.
that, keep you happy, and they entertain
Entertain you.
and then they keep you in slavery. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay. Well, anyway.
That's what somebody said.
And then
Not
the
me.
last thing I think I have here is, and it was referencing their song that they were singing and everything, which is fine. Is they had pole dancers
Oh
on
my
the
gosh, yeah,
poles,
this
which
is just good,
doesn't make it
wholesome,
wholesome.
for the kids,
Yeah,
and
for the
so
kids.
It's like, Daddy,
hmm
can I have a pole? No,
Mhm.
no, daughter, you cannot have a pole.
Right,
No.
Wholesome. And then
Yeah,
this is the last thing I have is Taylor Swift is doing a shot with her friend. Here they are all in black.
It was all timed. It was timed perfect. They said, in something they said,
And then this
in a
lady, she
song.
has an upside down cross, and she's doing.
And she knew it. They were going to
Signs.
come up to her. I
Uh-huh.
mean, who's not going to go? But it's almost like the TV station knew, hey,
Right.
whenever they say take a shot,
Mhm.
Taylor and this other girl's going to take a shot, and we're going to get the devil horns in there,
Right.
And then she's going to play with her cross that's upside down
Right.
on her neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all staged. It's all, you
So-
know, it's all there. It's
So that was the halftime show in a nutshell for you, and it was 13 minutes long, which is Taylor's
Right.
favorite number.
for all you
Mhm.
people that don't believe all these Super Bowl halftime shows are kind of like a demonic ritual, right?
Mhm.
If you guys don't believe me, just ask myself, have they done any wholesome halftime shows where they just entertain with like people spinning plates and keeping them up and going
Right,
like that, and just nice, fun family entertainment? No, you
No.
can't argue with me.
About
That-
that.
This stuff is sketchy for the youngins.
It is
Okay.
sketchy for the youngins. So anyway, so that's it for the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
again, Kansas City Chiefs won, not the Pittsburgh Steelers, Neil. But okay. So anyway, we have Sean Kennedy. Sean Kennedy coming out on the right-wing media claimed that Biden's crime family took millions in bribes. Their narrative, just
Yeah.
So anyway, and then
The guy came out, said
Yeah.
he's the big guy.
he had just done the interview with
again.
Putin.
Again,
So
doesn't take a genius to figure out
mhm,
what was going on.
Right.
Again, I know right away. I just know.
mhm,
That was definitely them being, being corrupt.
Yeah,
I can see it a mile away. Like almost every politician's corrupt, anyways. But
right.
that's a no-brainer once you see
Right.
the information. And it'll be like 10, 20 years later, then some other people will be like, oh my gosh, it's true. Like
Mhm.
that.
Right.
And I just laugh about it because whenever it's so blatantly obvious what's going on
Mhm,
and why we're sending money to Ukraine
Right.
and all this stuff, I just sit back and go, if you don't see it, I
Yeah.
am sorry for all you people out there.
Yeah.
One day you might realize.
Yeah. So anyway, go on to the next slide.
It's crazy.
All right. So then we have Prince William and Kate Middleton will be crowned king and queen much sooner than expected because
Yep.
King Charles has cancer, and I don't think that he's doing as good as they are trying to say.
I would not be shocked
Yes.
because of the research I've done in the past.
Yeah, with the numbers of when he was born.
Yeah,
and
the
blah, blah,
dates
blah.
that he was born and who
Mhm.
the mother, everything has bloodlines and all this stuff. And somebody said it's not going to be a long reign, and William will come in, and he's not going to be a good guy.
Right.
He's going to fool you.
Right. Yes, the
think
Reba
that you're a
did do
good
a
guy.
good job of the national anthem. She did do a good job. There was some, anyway. All right, so then
What's this? You cut it a little
I
bit.
guess I did cut it
Meghan
to
Markle strikingly new. Oh,
well,
she's
she's
in the
recovering from being in the
Yeah.
hospital.
The dad's
So-
in the hospital. She's in the hospital. Huh? Kind of coincidental.
So there's a lot of stuff going on with
I-
Kate Middleton right now.
One thing I just want to say again is Snoop Dogg. You know, all these people that hit the news for you people.
Mhm.
His daughter had a stroke. Huh? Crazy, right?
Mhm.
Young person having a stroke.
Right.
Now his 44-year-old brother just passed away unexpectedly. They don't
Right.
know what the cause is yet. You know,
Right.
I'm 50, almost
Mhm.
59 now. Okay, I'm almost 59, people. I'm outliving all these people.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
why are all these young people passing away, Debbie?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Be the jibby. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, I saw that coming. That wasn't
All right.
It wasn't going to be as bad as what they were calling it out to. I said they're scaring us
Yeah.
to steal something. Debbie.
Right. Because
To steal
now they don't
something.
care about it at all.
Yeah,
They could care less. It's just like the flu.
they wanted control and to steal something. Boom. I knew it from day one.
So anyway, there was at the parade that they had, there was a incident that happened. You
Huh.
can read it on your screen.
Now
It
it's downgraded to just an altercation now.
It was an altercation. It was an altercation between some people.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
But they're calling it, and somebody can correct me in the chat. I know it injured like 22 people, but only one person died. I thought the definition of mass.
Oh.
I guess they're calling it mass shooting,
Well,
not a mass
Ken
something else.
Lone Cowboy Adventures.
Right.
See, we can say his full channel name on our
Right.
channel.
He did a video on this.
And not well, he talked to me.
Oh, okay.
If he did, I haven't
Oh,
seen
okay.
it yet, but I'll go
I
back
thought he
and
was
check.
going to do a video.
He was.
Okay.
I don't know if he's got it out yet, but
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it. but he said, there's just, there was other things that happened out there that didn't actually come to, the
Yeah.
things, but people threaten it. Like
Yeah.
somebody accidentally stepped on somebody's hand, and she said she was going to take everybody
Yeah.
out there. And
Well,
stuff
somebody
like that.
said like, not here. Let's don't do this
Just-
here or whatever.
People are,
Yeah.
their fuses are. They think they can just do this stuff now. It's like,
Well, TJ, is that 4 people being unalive or just injured? That's my question.
Which one is that?
Is
Name?
the mass thing
Oh, I think
4 people being unalive or 4? I know it has to do with 4, but is it 4 people
right. I don't know.
injured?
It's
That's
3,
my question.
6.
Yeah.
Wait, all I know is if these people were
I
really,
thought they had to be 4 people unalive.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah,
that
it was too. They were underage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people that
they're-
did the
these
thing.
kids think they can do this stuff now.
Right.
In fact, their songs that they listen to,
Uh-huh.
and the people that they idolize say they're gonna do it. Man, I'll cap this person and I'll do this to that person,
Right.
and then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do the same. But there's
Yeah.
no consequences, that they
Yeah,
know
well,
of.
they
and-
may try them as adults,
Yeah,
so
they'll
there
probably
may be
out. They'll probably be out tomorrow.
Who
I'm
knows?
Just saying.
Yeah, TJ, that's what I thought. 4 people unalive was the definition of this.
Yeah, but I mean, how about in one night? Like if you go to Chicago, Like, not one person.
Every night there
but
is.
every night,
Yes,
how many
every night
people
there
pass
is.
away
Yeah, 4 people
in our
unalive.
cities?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the
Yeah.
difference? You know, it's,
Yeah.
it's bad.
It is bad. So anyway, So anyway, here we go. It's like,
It didn't fit their narrative, so they're going to be like, it was not that bad, people. Get over it. You know, these young
well,
kooky
stuff like
kids.
that shouldn't happen
No, but
at
I'm
a
just.
parade.
I know,
I mean,
but
people need to learn how to, I don't know, control their emotions better.
and all the rich players and everything have tons of security around them, right? And then they tell us, like they were saying, oh, this one Massachusetts politician wants to make a rule that people can't protect their church with, weapons. Like, what is your problem? So if in case somebody does go in there, they have free reign to do whatever they want.
Right.
These politicians are crazy.
Yes.
But
they are.
But the rich people, it's okay to have thousands of police cars out around them protecting the rich royalty.
Yes, Linda, I did take the Johnson & Johnson, and I was like, one jab, and then that's it.
And I told her. I warned her not to, but she snuck behind my back. And got it. Hopefully, with the armor of God, you're protected.
I am protected
and
with
you
the
only
armor
got
of
one,
God.
and you got the one that they said wasn't that was bad. So if they said it was bad, it was probably good. In their everything's backwards in this world, so maybe it didn't lead to what they wanted. So they're like, oh, take the bad one instead. I don't know.
Anyway,
all I know is it came out too fast. It was experimental, Debbie. I said it's experimental.
I know.
They haven't done the studies on it.
I know.
You're a healthy healthy woman. Don't get it. I ain't getting it, but whatever. And I don't blame people that went out there trying to help humanity by getting it and all that. I get it. You were trying to do the right thing, and maybe you did. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still stick to my theory that it's experimental, and we don't know the side effects yet.
I'm sure. And I'm not taking any more.
All right, let's
and
not
I'm
bore
not
the
even
people.
taking the
We've
shot
talked
now.
about that.
Okay, 2 teens. Okay, so it was 2 teens that did the shootings at the parade. So anyway, go on to the next
good thing
slide.
is even though one of us did,
and they'll be charged
one of us did and one of us didn't, but we still can be civil to each
we
other.
can be civil to each
and
other.
you're a grown woman, and you can make your own decisions, and I can make my own decisions. That's what's good about America. But obviously, my decision was not very well liked out there.
Of course, it wasn't.
All right.
Okay.
In fact, it might come between family members and everybody.
Yeah, it did come between
the whole
you and your
mask
family.
thing. They would punch me if I got within 6 foot of them, even the distance. Like
if you didn't have a mask,
6 feet of me, I'm gonna
punch you
in the face.
If you don't have a
mask. A relative said that
Yeah.
to me. I was like, well, hey,
Okay. So, do you want to fill us in on the particulars of this guy that passed away in jail, that was in custody in Russia?
Okay, let's just go.
Yes,
I mean,
let's go.
Who knows? I don't know all the details. I know the guy was meeting with the Ukrainian people and the CIA to maybe overthrow the president. So again, like Ukraine, like who put that president in Ukraine? We did.
Yeah, we did.
And so there was a lot of that going on. How he died and everything,
but Tucker wanted to get him released, and so they couldn't release him.
I don't know if that's the same guy. Is it a different guy? This might be a different guy than that guy. But again, all of this is in the news right now.
Right.
Russia with the space nukes and Russia with the Ukraine. Why not throw in that they took out this guy that was in prison for wait, hold on. They're trying to start a coup?
Yeah.
We don't put people in America in prison for that, do we,
No,
Deb?
no,
Not at all. We would never do that to our citizens.
Just
over in over in Russia, they put somebody in jail for trying to do a coup, which I don't think Jay throwing a couple words 6 was a coup.
Right.
I think we were just trying to state and speak our mind.
We wanted to look into it.
Look into the
Right.
nefarious voting practices
Right.
going on around this country. We're sick of it. All right. That's what they were doing there. Not overthrowing. They were just
Yeah.
letting them know. We know. We've seen it. We've seen the proof.
Right.
It's there. Let's get secure voting done in paper with, an ID. Boom.
Mhm.
That's all we want. That's all we want.
Yeah.
And everybody in the right mind should say, well, we're still going to win if we do that. So
Right.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Unless you're trying to steal something, right?
Right.
Then you might want to not have as many checks and balances. Okay.
Right. Okay.
It's common sense, people. Common sense.
Okay.
But
So anyway,
for all my friends and relatives out there that believe that we should have blanketed mail-in ballots
I
is
know.
a good thing,
no.
I can't help you. I can't get through your brain. You're
That's
brainwashed.
not. Yeah.
I can't do it. So good luck with the country you guys give to your grandkids.
Right. So anyway, the EU committee passed immigrant pact.
That's his migration pact.
Okay, migration pact.
My God.
Migration pact dubbed Soros
You just
plan.
can't make up your own
I'm
words.
sorry. Dubbed the Soros plan will result in mass waves of immigrants storming the EU borders.
Good job.
Okay.
You made it.
I made it through it. So anyway,
I like how you just, you just glance at the words.
I
and
do.
and you just make up whatever you want to. It's close enough.
I know.
It's close enough.
I try.
We get the idea.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible reader to you people.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So anyway,
We will result in a massive wave of
just
migrants.
like what's happened here and it was from
Yeah,
the
of
Soros
course.
plan.
Oh my gosh. Again, I
Mhm.
can say, if you.
Oh, I didn't get that either.
Oh my
We
gosh.
got to talk about who's dating Soros' son.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that's a
Go
good
full
one.
screen on us. Go full
All
screen.
right, go ahead, Debbie. Hit us
All
up
right.
with the news on that one. I'll let you
So,
handle that beauty.
I don't know all the particulars.
Well,
okay,
you-
so George Soros' son is now dating Uma. How do you say your name?
Uma Thurman or Thomas or something. Uma
Anyway.
Thurman.
The girl that
Hey,
was married to Wiener
Yeah.
and Hillary Clinton's sidekick
Yeah.
whenever she was running for president. So she's now dating George Soros' son.
She
Yeah.
picks.
Some real winners.
She picks like people that might have
Mhm.
power, right?
Hmm.
Well, Wiener no longer has the power, so he's
Mm-hmm.
gone. So she's divorced him and moving on to another guy that might have a lot of.
Right.
lot of
Well, I
power.
have something on that
Or-
too, Wendy.
She's scared of a lot of information coming out, and she's gonna have to run from this country
Right.
here soon.
To somebody
So
else
you go,
different
you date
country.
somebody like that
can protect you.
and lives and has, in a
Lots of
different
resources.
country
Right.
where you can flee to.
Yeah.
And he can protect you.
I've come up with, and I think that this is what's going to come down, is Kamala Harris. She can't be the
Kamala.
president. Kamala Harris. She can't be the president of our country because she's not a national
That's their
born
out
citizen.
for that. They'll get.
So I think that's going to be their out for that. So
Yeah.
when Biden is taken out, they will put in two totally new
Yeah,
people.
they're gonna do the switcheroo
Now,
somehow.
Kamala, she might be the vice president running again. Who knows?
Oh,
But there
boy.
will be a different person running for the
That
president
cackle
place.
laugh.
That she cannot be president because she's not a national born citizen.
The way she
Yeah.
talks, like, yeah, we're gonna get on the school bus and drive to school. I don't know. I can't do her impression, but it drives me insane just to hear her talk. But
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, who they're going to put in, Wendy, is going to be worse. I think it will be Michelle Obama or it will be Newsom.
it's Newsom and Michelle. It's already a given.
Yeah.
It's already a done deal.
I
It's
feel
just a matter
like
of
those
time.
are the people they're going to prop up, which why people would vote for Newsom with the state of California right now is
And there's 33.
terrible.
33. Agent 33, AC
Mhm.
Gillespie was like, 33 was all over the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The address of the Super
Mhm.
Bowl, blah, blah, blah. You couldn't get enough 33s.
No, you
in
couldn't
there.
get enough 33s.
But is
and
it a
13s.
Is it a fluke? Yeah, 13 and 30. Is it a fluke? It's getting to be a lot to handle. But
Yeah.
all right,
right, keep
let's
going.
get back on track here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so keep going. All right, so, and then the sheriff announced, Sheriff's source: 2 million terrorists have entered U.S. I'm kind of getting a migraine,
well,
so
you're getting the cores. You're getting your Oklahoma Kiers
yeah. Well,
accent coming out. Say terrorists one more time.
terrorists,
That's
tourists.
Whatever. We get the
Okay.
point. Go ahead.
Mhm,
2 million.
mhm.
Well,
Right.
a lot. You
Yes.
know, is it that much? Is it less?
I don't know.
Is it a problem? Yes. Okay.
Probably so.
Are we giving money to them to just live and eat and
Right.
everything while
Mhm.
people are homeless here in this
Right.
country?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Okay. Then we get to this big story. And this is like what happened this week about the House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Turner sounds alarm. We have access to information on a serious national security threat.
Well,
and we need to
listen.
release this information, but it's not going to happen soon.
There's so many confidential files out there
Mhm.
about what Russia is working on. There is a crap ton out there about what we're working on too.
Right. Mhm.
And none of it's good on both sides.
Right.
But there's tons of it, and it just doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah, because we already have.
we
enough-
already have biological weapons.
We
We already
already
have
have-
nukes. We already have everything to just annihilate this whole world probably out there.
Mhm. Yes.
It's no big secret. Like
Yeah.
if somebody came out and said, you know, we have nanobot flies that are going to fly up your nose and take you
Yeah.
out. I'd be
Mhm.
like, of course we do.
Yeah, of course we do.
I mean, why wouldn't we have
Yeah.
that by now?
Yeah.
I mean, we got such good technology. That would definitely be on the table. Nothing's going to surprise me. Like, okay, you know, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Or they're going to make us all take a shot. You know, like,
Mhm.
they wouldn't do that, would
Mhm.
they? Oh, yeah.
They tried.
That's,
They tried.
you know,
Hmm.
it's not secret anymore.
Yeah.
It's not, it didn't surprise me. In fact, good for you, Deep State. That was a genius idea to do all your stuff you needed to do that year was to, you know, get the CV out there.
Have a
That
great
was,
day, Lou.
Lou was genius. I'm talking, it was the
Mhm.
smartest thing I've ever, we both said it. We're
Mhm.
like, what a genius move on their
Right.
part.
Mhm.
You know, Biden has no jazz. So nobody can go to the rallies. So nobody can see Trump's jazz and see his lack of jazz. We're just going to take this thing. It's going to be awesome.
So
All right, we're done.
we're done with that. So Dwayne, what was Dwayne's talking about? Somebody tell me about Dwayne. What happened in the chat? I'm seriously getting a migraine, so I'm kind of like out of it right
Just
now.
look through the sparklies, okay?
I know.
And
I
bear
will
with
look
it.
through the sparklies.
Hang in there, Debbie.
Hmm. I'm hanging in there. So
Take
are
one
we
for the team.
going to go to the
yeah.
marina?
Yeah, I'm getting the phone call set up first
Yes,
here.
that's great. I missed the comments.
All right.
Somebody tell me what's going on with Dwayne. He's one of my favorite people.
All right, we got that. All right. Go like this. All right, phone lines are open. We got
And
the
I need to
ad.
know.
I need to open up YouTube before I open up that page, but
All right, if you want to call in and tell us what we missed this week, because I know we missed a lot of stuff. Yeah,
fresh.
I don't know.
I can refresh it. Keep on talking. I'm going to learn to see if I can do a trick here. West. Oh, and interact. What does interact mean, Debbie? No, that's not it.
Yeah, I never put sunglasses on whenever I
Refresh.
get a migraine. It's usually not that bad. I take medicine for it.
Well, I hit refresh, miss. Let me see if I do this. Still there.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
That's not-
I'll be.
that's not
What
the
is going on?
right
man?
camera?
Hold on. Maybe it's got switched. Like again, I'll be with everybody.
Yeah.
here in a sec. I'm just trying to figure. Oh, it's a skating rink one.
No, I haven't used rosemary essential oils. I will try that. I
look at
don't
that.
get migraines very often because it takes stuff to keep them from coming on. But I think our weather right now, we're having some sort of weather front come through, and it's usually the weather that triggers my migraines. So,
I figured out
Yeah.
a way to get rid of the
mhm.
the ad there, Miss Debbie.
Mm. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad. I'm.
Anytime I do anything good in this house, that's the reaction I get.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Well,
even notice it. She's like, she doesn't listen to me, but then she'll praise me if I make a
Yes.
big stink. Like, look what I did. I fixed the toilet. And then what
Okay.
do you say?
That's great.
Oh,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
you're the best. You'll
Okay,
say.
I'm gonna go take my medicine for my migraine, and I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
I'll
So
entertain the
you
people.
entertain the people
All right, I'll entertain
and
the people.
tell the people.
I have the gift for gab. I can
Yeah.
do this all by myself if I want to. So no, a lot of wacky stuff going out there. If again, luckily, we at least feel like we have freedom a little bit, you know. We still can we have enough food, shelter, and clothing to make it by for now, so you know, we could be suffering a lot worse like some of these other countries out there that are, you know, their politicians are all corrupt and everything. It's getting tougher. It's tougher to eat out there. And one thing I know, like Tucker Carlson, he went to a grocery store over there, and he could buy a whole week's worth of food in Russia for about $100 US, which is way better than what we got going on here in America. So, you know, they got corrupt leaders too, but they're at least taking care of their people a smidge better. And then why not? If you're gonna want to be rich yourself or something like that, like the Saudis do this. The Saudi gives every person an income, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a good one too. Like
Right.
they can live comfortably over there, and then they just take a lot more money and live like crazy good.
Mhm.
You know, with gold, everything, and
Yeah.
planes and yachts and all that stuff, right? But the people are pretty darn taken care of, you know. So it keeps them. That's why I said there would be no Arab uprising.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, it's not going to happen. I told experts, you know, reporters from big New York, from ABC or
Mhm.
whoever, who I was working with. I'm like, it ain't going to happen in Saudi. They're like, oh, how do you? You're just a satellite guy. Well, now I'm just a janitor, and I'm like, because the people don't have to work over there, and they live great.
Mhm.
You know, they live really good. They're not going to uprise over people that are giving them money for just sitting on their butts, you know?
Right. Right. So that's how they get away with it.
Yeah. And, you know, if I like freedom, I'd rather
Mhm.
be, you know, fighting and
Mhm.
trying to, you know, get my food and doing it my own way, right?
Right.
But
Yes.
in my old age, I'm like, you know, if they just said, hey, we're going to feed you really good and
Mm-hmm.
give you a car and phones and everything you need, I've already lived my life.
Right.
So it's up to you, youngins. Youngins, do you want freedom? Or do you,
Right.
but I don't think they want to take care of you. Like, okay, let me give you one more scenario out there. Okay,
All right. Somebody's calling. Thank goodness.
I'm going to get into my theory here.
All right.
Hold on, I got it.
Call from
Linda Ray, Texas Girls Barn.
Oh.
to accept, press 1.
Well, of course we'll accept. How are you today, Linda?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh,
well,
we're doing good.
I'm feeling for Miss Debbie. I know I know how those migraines can be, so I hope you get to feeling better.
Well, we
Oh,
all.
I will. I will. I just took my pill, and if it's not better in 2 hours, I can take one more, and then it usually knocks it out.
I
but
just
I
get-
got
Go
got
ahead.
back in time to watch you guys.
Oh, good.
I
Linda,
usually watch y'all after the live.
at 2 times speed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's much better.
We sound better, and you waste 30 minutes less of your time. So it's always
Absolutely.
good. Well, thank you for watching and making it to the live today. Yeah, she always comments usually after.
Yes.
after
How
the
is
show.
your house, your pole barn build going?
We still haven't got any windows.
Oh.
We're waiting on the windows. So we're at a standstill. But it's I'm impressed that we've got as far as we have.
No, I know. Is the supplies are hard to come by, right?
Well, no, I think because 2 of them are tempered glass, and then 2 of them are special orders.
Okay.
So we kind of knew going into it. I mean, we knew they had some of them there on hand, but since we had the 2, well, actually, there's 4 special orders. We knew it was going to take a little bit longer, but when they tell you, oh, it's going to be here Thursday. Oh, it's going to be here delivered Monday. You know, if they don't know, why don't they just say they don't know?
Yeah, just
Mhm.
we have no clue. Just,
Just say they'll get here when they get here. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. And you would say, well, we definitely want that window, so we're willing to wait.
Mhm.
Exactly. And
If you,
and the thing is, I don't even know if they've ordered the doors. I showed them what I wanted, but I don't know if they've ordered them. So it is
Yeah.
what it is.
yep. No,
But I wanted to let you guys know that all three of the girls are going to be playing a lot of softball coming up. I think
Oh yeah.
Shane's in a travel league and a regular league. So that little one, she's going to be tired.
And I can guarantee you, those girls are going to give it 110%
Yes, they're very competitive.
because they do not like to lose.
No.
Boy, that's-
That is correct. They do not. And they haven't been back over. Well, no, they did come back over when Brooke got sick, and then Brooke made me sick. Yeah.
Yep.
Shane made Mother and I sick at Christmas, and then Brooke made me sick
Yeah.
whenever.
Well,
I was like, quit bringing the germs.
yeah.
Yes.
We're janitors. I'm got a little bit of a cold. Debbie had a little bit of a cold last week, so we're both fighting through that. But it would have been fun to have. What's your youngest one called again? Name?
To do what?
What's your youngest girl called?
Shane.
Shane.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah.
The long blonde-headed one.
Yeah. She would be a hoot
But-
to have in my third grade pod, boy.
She would be. She would be.
She would. I would be.
She's one of Debbie's favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She would be. I miss from when we first started the channel when we used to sit down when I had her in the summertime. She would want to do breakfast with the Texas girls, and I miss that because
Yes.
I mean her personality really used to come out.
Yeah,
I mean, she's just like a little adult. I mean, and there's no filter on her little mouth.
Well, there's kids that, I mean, it amazes me that in third and fourth grade that we're at, I talk to them like adults because they're really just adults. And a lot of them, are way ahead of the other kids as far as maturity. And some of them will shock you with what it's so much fun to talk to the kids and what they know.
My grandson that lives up in Connecticut, he's actually 6 months older than Shane. And the difference between those two's maturity level is drastic. I mean, and it's just in the way that they've been raised.
Yeah.
Shane has her older sisters plus mom and dad, treat her with respect, but they understand she's a child, but they're not going to baby her, even though she is the baby of the family.
Right.
And her maturity level is just so far advanced for her age. I was shocked when she came and stayed with me one summer in Virginia, and she would hang around with me and one of my coworkers would, take her out in Greensboro. They had like a farmer's market. We used to take her different places, and you wouldn't know it, but she is very well behaved.
Yeah. Yeah. They know when to be a little ornery, and when and their orneriness is because it's good orneriness. It's hard to explain, but sometimes they're just ornery in a good. You want that. You want your kid to be
a little bit ornery.
Proud of themselves, confident in themselves.
Yes.
Yes. They have a lot of independence, confident, and all that.
All right. Neil wants to know who's on the phone. So this is Linda with Texas Girls. Say your full channel name.
Texas Girls Farm /TGF.
And boy,
it got cold here last night.
It's cold here. I think that's where my migraine came from.
Yeah, usually when the rain comes, I'll get a headache too, Deb. But the migraines, thank goodness, I used to get them when I was younger. But that I think they were all associated with stress. But now I just get headaches when the rain's coming. And I thought the rain was coming yesterday. We had some high winds that came through, but here we didn't get any rain. But I was thankful I didn't have a headache this morning myself.
I get this. I get the sparkles. I don't get the headache, thank goodness. I just get the sparkles in my eyes.
Yeah, I get
And
this.
it's like a hook.
Yeah, I get
I
the
don't know.
sparkles in my eyes. I call them starbursts, and then the headache comes. So the worst is the starburst and how I feel right this moment. But then the
Yeah.
headache's not as bad because I take the medicine for it.
Yeah, I used to lose my peripheral vision.
Yeah,
And then
that's what.
and then get nauseated, and pretty much the only thing that fixed it was just going and throwing up.
Mhm.
And then getting in a dark room, quiet, and just go to sleep. I've had
Yeah.
them ever since I was like in junior high. It
Oh.
might have been elementary, and then they started easing up. So, but I came in late, and I didn't know if y'all talked to about the Trump thing.
Truck thing. What? Hit us up.
That judge that rendered that $364 million
Trump.
where there's no
Yeah,
victim
yeah.
to the crime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Did y'all talk about that?
No, well, we kind of said, I might have mentioned that they're trying to
Yeah, get him to pay.
300 some $million, and the thing
Yeah.
is he absolutely paid everything back. So this one is a hard
It's
one.
a fraud. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just a big old fraud. That
Yeah.
stupid AG. Hopefully one of these days we'll see some justice in this country.
I think March and April, according to, like I say, the people I hear, is supposed to be a whale of a lot of this information coming out. I hope so. Is it? Who knows? But I hear that these little things that have been dripping out here lately won't drip out anymore, and they'll have solid evidence to back out what they're dripping out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be solid evidence, and people are going to have to start taking it and thinking, okay, yeah, we were duped. I hope.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all go on X, which used to be Twitter,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's gotten. Yesterday was very comical because a lot of them were like Benny Johnson and them were covering the Fannie Willis. I don't even know what's going
Oh,
on
my
down
goodness.
there in Fulton County, Georgia, but they were covering both the Mr. Wade and Fannie being questioned. Oh my
Mhm.
God, it's a clown show. It was hilarious. I mean, she pretty much admitted that she
Yes.
was taking campaign finance money and you sticking it as cash, and it's
Yeah.
been hilarious.
Yeah, just
I'm like,
she even said, like, to be safe, I don't keep receipts on all my nefariousness. I'm not that stupid. And then she starts talking a little bit more gangster too. You notice that whenever she gets in trouble, she starts
Yeah.
talking gangster like.
and then her dad saying he knew about COVID, it was coming before it
Yeah,
came, and I'm
yeah.
like, man, this is great.
Yeah,
This is great. But it's probably all set up and planned that she was going to go down. Probably the AG in New York is
Yep.
going to go down. They're going to find some dirt on her. And, the other thing, I'm glad I called you guys, the Tucker Carlson interview
Yeah.
with Putin. A lot of people complained that Putin gave a history lesson, but I was so impressed with the history lesson
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that a lot of American people don't know.
Right,
And
sometimes we don't know.
especially the kids. And for us to get that kind of detailed history lesson, I appreciated it. Now, do I agree with everything that he's
Yeah.
done?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
in my opinion, he's not the evil one here. It's our CIA and Zelensky, and I mean, he's just a
Yes.
puppet of the WEF anyway. He was put
Right.
in there.
Right.
So we shouldn't be in other countries. We need to take care of our own.
That is the
that's
biggest thing right there. Who cares who's saying what or what? It's
yeah,
Ukraine and Russia, supposedly, allegedly, but it's not. It's us, But
Yes.
it should
We
be
should
just
stay out of
Ukraine
it.
and
Mhm.
Russia. Just let them hash it out.
Mhm.
And is that Jake down
yeah.
on the dock down there? I don't know. There's a guy that got Jake's hat
I,
on down there on
I
the.
think I'm wanting to vote to get rid of all of our government officials.
Absolutely, just start
Absolutely.
all over from
from
scratch.
from the top down
Mhm.
all the way to the local level, and just let's just everybody take care of ourselves.
It couldn't be any worse. That's for sure.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it couldn't be. It
Yeah.
really, really, really look at it, and we couldn't do a worse job. We just couldn't.
Just think
So,
if we got to keep that 20-50% that we give to the government in taxes, if we just kept that and kept it in our own communities and did it our way, here and made vote and everything just on a local. And we supposedly we do, but we don't. The federal government gives. Here's how the thing works. They give federal money to the schools, and so the schools, to get the federal money, they do whatever they are told to by the
yes,
people way up in state and government level to get
yes.
that money. They control us.
And that's been done ever since we were young and went to
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
At what time it was like at 9, 10 o'clock they did roll, and they got so much money per head count of students that are in there. I mean, they were doing that when we were in school. I mean, and I hate to tell my age, but I mean that's
Yeah.
like for 60 years, so they've probably been doing it for longer than that.
She's,
You know,
she's got to be at least
but
25.
but I'm going to call and catch y'all and say hello.
Aw.
Well, we miss
And
you. You coming to any of the meetups coming up?
I don't know with the bill
Right.
going on.
Yeah.
Plus, we got some work we've got to get done. Not only do I have to replace the culvert that's back there by my pond, but we also have to do some work on our road. It's it
Yeah.
down by my sister's house. It pretty much almost washed out, and yeah, people are not wanting to get up off the money to fix it the right way. But I told them, I said, listen, I got build money. I said, but if I'm going to spend my money, it's going to be fixed the right way, not where my money gets washed back out as
Right.
soon as it
Yeah.
rains again. So I think everybody's pretty much on the same page. And
I bet you
yeah.
spent $3,000 just thinking about it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Before you even
gravel.
started, you're out $3,000.
Now the gravel that we'll need is $1,000 right off the bat.
Yeah.
And if the culvert is probably going to be floating around, probably somewhere near that price, maybe a little bit cheaper. And then whoever we hire
To do it.
to do it, if my brother-in-law and my neighbor don't do it, that's more money. So
Right.
you're right. We might as well look at spending $3,000 right off the top. Plus,
Mhm.
I have to get a culvert too, probably about the same size, because there's so much water coming out of that creek when we had those bad rains.
Yep.
That thank goodness the tree man had logs down there, or the whole culvert would have been washed out into the pond.
What?
So I have to get a big one, maybe like 3 foot in diameter, to let all that water come through. So yeah, I'm going to be spending, and then my mother's got to get one, my sister's got to get one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes,
I don't know. We might try to sneak in
Right.
to something if I can get the girls, in between softball, after softball.
that's right. That's a bad timing for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see you at the Pinecone Fest probably.
Probably so. Yes, I
Okay.
could probably snatch them up for that.
Okay.
And they all enjoyed it. Even my daughter enjoyed coming and hanging out for a little while. That was
That was a good
It
one.
was a good time.
That was a good one.
yeah, she got really acclimated, and I think maybe she'll come and spend a little more time than she did last time. She'll come out a little bit early and maybe get to meet some of the other folks, but I was glad her and Lacey decided to come on over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It was
But
a
get
good
to
time.
feeling better, Deb.
I will. I
And-
will lay
and
down
Mark-
after this.
Mark, don't aggravate her too much.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll be sweet to her today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All
You
right,
too.
You too.
All right.
Aw,
Bye.
Bye.
I'm glad she called in.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
a great call.
That was a great call.
And what a family. I
Yeah,
love,
they're
I love
good.
that family.
They're a
and-
good family.
And me and one of her daughters, I'm terrible with names again.
Shane.
Shane, yeah, Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane. Me, we had it out on cornhole.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Yeah, she's
she-
competitive.
like one more game.
She's competitive.
One more game.
She's
And before we
competitive.
go, I'm like, all right, one more game. She's a hoot. Ready to get out of
Oh,
here?
yeah,
So you
let's get
can
out of there so
rest
that
your
I
brain?
can rest my brain and
Okay.
get over this migraine.
All right.
So, okay, until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared. Thank you guys for joining us today, everybody. It's been a great one.
Then hold in tight. It's going to be a crazy time.